I had a box, and it was like Christmas Eve. And, I mean, I had a
More about carrying boxes that way because like you want to keep them here in your power zone because it's the strongest point.
Yeah.
But the problem is obscures your vision.
Yeah, you can't see. You can't see down. You're like this, so I can't see what's
In front
coming.
of him.
And I had, you know, a big. I think I had 2 boxes, like 2. And I'm like walking, and I tripped over one of those parking curbs.
Oof.
And I mean, I tried to catch myself, and my pinky snapped. And then like these guys are all. There's guys, you know, a bunch of people outside, and they're like, oh. Like,
People saw you.
Oh yeah,
That's even worse.
as dude.
I know.
Oh my finger.
I know one person saw me. It was the lady that was home, and she didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to her. I grabbed my dyad, walked in my truck. She came out, grabbed her package, went inside.
This podcast may contain views and opinions which are those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any local agency, organization, union, employee, or company, including the podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Clock Shop Talk.
Hello.
How are you all doing out there? Welcome back, George.
What's up?
We have the spirit of Sabas over there.
Yeah.
Sitting in the chair.
Sabas para Espiritu Santo. He's not dead, but just he's not dead. He's here. He's here in spirit.
He's here in spirit.
And we got a return guest, our brewer extraordinaire,
What's going on, guys?
Alex Ramirez. What's up, brother?
Chilling, you know?
Chilling?
Yeah?
How you been?
Just
Hanging in there?
hanging in there, you know?
That's good.
About right. That's all we can do sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just having fun.
Yeah, I hear that. So, I mean, I guess today we're here to test the second batch, huh?
Second batch.
Appropriate.
I think it's a
Fuck Sabas beer. Or I should say hashtag FS beer.
The hashtag FS beer, yeah.
Yep,
And
hashtag
also, we also brought in the 2 other beers that we brewed during that same batch as well, which is a raspberry wheat ale and a blueberry wheat ale. And those, I'm actually excited for you guys to try those because
I'm excited to try those too. 'Cause I love raspberry infused wheat ales. I've had a couple. I've never had a blueberry one, so I'm actually very excited for that.
I don't know why, but raspberry wheat and blueberry wheat, they sound like breakfast beers.
we can call those breakfast beers,
Right?
No, these ones I'm actually more excited because we changed the way we carbonate. So in a nutshell, the way you carbonate beers, you add more sugar into it.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of sugar, just so like the whatever active yeast is in there eats it up and then carbonates the beer. But this one, we went with an actual natural sugar, which is honey. So it actually sweetened the beer more, and it was vanilla infused honey. So it actually popped in some vanilla notes in there. So
Interesting.
That sounds very breakfasty.
this one actually came out really fucking good, and I'm excited for this.
You can have a big old pile of flapjacks and a beer.
Thinking like it's
Pour it a little bit over right there.
fruited oatmeal in a cup.
I don't need syrup.
So, what do we got on the agenda today, George?
So today we're going to talk to you, obviously, about the beers that you brewed and the process and all that. And then we have a guest calling in a few minutes here. He's calling in from local 701. He's going to talk to us about the industry that he works in with brewing and distilleries and, you know, alcohol in general. And then we're going to go over some basically Teamster information on when the brewing industry entered into the Teamsters. So
Okay. Sounds good to
A
me.
whole lot of beer talk. I love
a whole
it.
lot of beer talk today. So I really am looking forward to this.
So should we get right into it and try one of those beers?
I am fucking down.
Yes.
We have a couple minutes before he gets here.
All right.
Breakfast beer on the way.
All right, let's get a quick little salute in before cheers.
Cheers, guys. Blueberry wheat ale.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I'm filtered.
You weren't kidding. It's very, very fizzy. I like it though. I like it. Oh, our guest is calling in.
Almost tastes like a little bit of a seltzer.
I think that one is like I think it's because the way it
Hello?
sweetened up.
Hey, George.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? Nick Durante.
Hey, man. It's actually good to hear your voice.
So
I didn't want to be too early. I didn't want to be late.
Oh, no, you're right on time, man. That's awesome. I like the punctuality. So we're currently recording right now. We're trying out Alex Ramirez's one of his newest brews. He brewed a blueberry wheat ale.
Sounds delicious.
It's pretty tasty.
it's a good breakfast beer.
That actually, we do have a beer that's called beer. Is it beer for breakfast? That was like one of the first collabs we did with with one of the bands in LA. We did that one.
Beers for breakfast.
Beer for breakfast, and that one was a lemon and sea salt Mexican ale, like the perfect another hangover beer.
Nice. Well, it's good to hear. It's good to hear from you. Let's do our basic introductions and let's talk about what craft you come out of.
My name is Nick Durante. I'm local 701 Teamsters out of North Brunswick, New Jersey. I am currently in the beverage industry. We're one of the biggest beer distributors on the East Coast of New Jersey.
Shit.
That's
Well,
fucking awesome.
so what do you do exactly? And Nick, this is John Antolin from 952. What do you do exactly for the beer industry?
I am actually a driver.
Okay.
And the drivers of the company I work for, Short Point Distributors of Teamsters Local 701, we are the backbone of the company. I mean, without our license and the ability to deliver the beer, nobody would get their beer. Nobody would be able to drink the beer, and nobody would be able to buy the beer if the distribution is not there.
We definitely
And
can't
that's what we
have
do.
that.
Yeah, we definitely can't have that. It can't be dry out there for sure.
No, not in today's age with everything that's going on in this world.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, dude. So, I mean, I assume that you drink beer as well?
Absolutely.
All right. There you go. Do you guys I know, and I'm not sure, but I know, like, I think some of the members that work for beer distributors and breweries, like, they get cases of beer for free. I think it's like in their contract.
Yeah.
Yes, well, we're very grateful for what we have with our company. Our company is very generous to the employees. And we do have samples, and it's a great idea to give the beer to your employees. It also prevents stealing. It also prevents, like, you know what I mean, going to competitors. It helps in so many ways because having the ability to try different beers, we can also sell to our customers without our salesmen being able to tell them what's good on top of, you know? And
yeah, that totally makes sense. If you're selling it from a point of a consumer where you're like, I love this beer. This is like my
That's a great sales
favorite
tactic.
weekend beer. Honestly, that's pretty cool.
it's a great sales tactic because there's many beers that I've tried that I've never tried before. And I also tell our customers, like, listen, you're contributing to a fad that is not that good. Like, there's a company out there that's called Surfside, and we have a product that is better than Surfside that's called Sun Cruiser, and it dominates Surfside, but Surfside became so popular that everybody just fell into the fad. And once I drank Surfside, I said, if you blind taste Surfside compared to Sun Cruiser, you will go with Sun Cruiser. I'll bet my house on it. And I was right.
Nice.
That's typically with like a bunch of breweries. I mean, there's like some that like blew up out of nowhere. Like, I mean, I'm not knocking breweries. I mean, they're craft, like they're great and stuff. But there's some that I don't understand how they got as big as they should. And then there's like some breweries.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement. But it's also, this really is a great sales tactic because who better to hear what a brew tastes like directly from the guy who's delivering it to you.
Yeah.
The guy who has like the inside scoop. He's like, hey, dude, this
Right.
shit right here, this is what's up.
And I'll kind of even twist that around into union stuff, right? Since we're here talking about union business as well. For UPSers, right? We all came out of, myself and George came out of UPS. When we're trying to sell like Amazon drivers on being part of the union, like we do the same job, we deliver packages, you know what I mean? We do the same job and we know all the benefits that come out of that. So it actually makes you a great salesman of union towards those members, just like, it would with beer in this case.
Listen, at the end of the day, you need a contract. If you don't have a contract, you're going to submit yourself to doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing and you're not going to be rewarded with. The number one thing as a Teamster is united, we bargain, divided, we beg. And that's something that stuck in my mind as a Teamster for many years. And even when an Amazon driver drives by and he's delivering to my neighbor, I offer him a bottle of water. And I'll approach him and say, there's a better way to do this.
Offer him a beer next time.
Don't be scared and don't be fooled by that corporate greed. And it is true. And I don't have to give him a bottle of water, and I don't hate on him for not being union. I need to educate him that there's a better place for him. There's better results for him. And a couple of years ago, our salesmen weren't union, and they became Teamsters. So once we were all together, of course, I'm not getting anything to sell the product, but I do in the end, because whatever my company sells, whatever the salesman sells, or whatever
You
I
got to
sell,
deliver.
it's going in my pocket, because we're a company and we're a whole, and we need to work together. When you work together, good things come out. When you're against each other, nothing good comes from being at war or working against each other.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree. That's great.
I mean, that's awesome, delivering beer. I mean, the way he said, like the way he's saying it's how he believes in the product he's delivering. He's also like he's advertising it. So it's like he's making the company get some income, because that same income is going to go into his pocket, pay for his family, all that stuff. To take that like pride like that, that's awesome.
And getting beers that you would never buy, like you just like, hey, I don't really, not really into that. Getting those and finding out what you like and your palate and all that stuff, it really does help with selling product.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
100, I agree 100%.
100%.
It's just one hand washes the other, and it's teamwork, and that's the definition of a Teamster team. You know what I mean? Solidarity. Like, let's stick together and let's do this, because
Yeah.
we rely on each other at the end of the day. And that's why, like, we got to go after Amazon so hard. We got to go after these other people that are working and don't have the benefits or the protection that we do.
Yeah,
Definitely. So how long you been a Teamster, Nick?
Almost 10 years now.
Awesome,
10
dude.
years.
Oh, congrats, man.
And on top of that, it's like I've been through a lot in the 10 years. After a couple of years of being a Teamster, we went through the biggest labor dispute in history of beer delivering. We were locked out of our jobs. We were literally locked out.
Wow, they locked you out.
They locked us out, and they brought scabs in. And I mean, when you go through a labor dispute, I don't care how long you've been a Teamster for. You can be a Teamster for 40 years, 50 years, whatever. But when you go through a labor dispute and you're at the front line of that picket line and you stand up for what you believe in and you fight, you will win. If you don't fight, you will lose. And we fought. And that labor dispute, our lockout, was the best thing that ever happened to my company. And they'll tell you right to your face that this lockout was the best thing that ever happened to the company. Because they realized what they had and what we did for the company. And without us Teamsters, they couldn't prevail without us. And the customers told them that. And they realized that you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
You
Fuck
want
those
garbage?
Fuck you!
You get garbage.
Yeah.
You want the elite and the best of the best? You're going to get the best of the best. And that's the bottom line.
That's what Teamsters do.
That's exactly what we do.
You know, day
That's
in
what
and day out,
Teamsters
we
do.
talk about, you know,
Exactly.
like the labor dispute side of things and like, you know, fighting and all that stuff. But really, what we do when we're not doing those things is produce a great work product. We're great fucking workers. We earn what we get, and we just want to be compensated and treated fairly. That's all.
Honesty is work. Honesty is
That's
pay.
it. And nobody's saying, play that union card. Oh, I'm union. I don't have to do this. No. No, that's not the case. And I don't like that. And I don't agree with that. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm a diehard Teamster. And what's right and what's wrong is two different things. If those basement steps are slippery and they're covered in grease, I'm not a pussy. It's not safe. Why would I risk my life or another Teamster's life to get hurt because you can't clean your steps? How is that fair to us? You see what I'm saying? If those steps need to be repaired, that we're going in your basement, and we need to deliver your product, you have to accommodate us for our protection and our safety.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit there and say, I'm union, I don't have to do this. But there's a better way to go about it.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, that's really in essence what we fight for, is for safe working conditions, fair day's work for a fair day's pay. And, you know, I mean, that's really the bottom line. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's definitely the bottom line. And
And that's another great slogan, fair day's work for a fair day's pay. That's two models that I stick to. I 100% agree to that one, and United, we divided together. United, we bargained together. I messed that one up. You guys got me nervous.
He had a couple breakfast beers. It's all right.
I was nervous going into this. I was doing it, I started getting choked up on my words. But
Don't worry about it, brother.
you know what I'm saying.
yeah, no worries. No worries. I do dig the page, the Instagram page you guys have for your local. It's pretty cool because I'd never seen that side of the delivery aspect. So when you're talking about the slippery steps, it makes a lot of sense. I'm like, because I see a lot of those images or the videos when you guys are going into the basements. I'm like, fuck, dude, some of these steps are steep, or some of them are like extra wide, and it's just like it's mind blowing to see that like you can handle that amount of weight going down that set of steps, and it's also precious cargo. It's not like
Precious cargo.
it's precious cargo. It's glass and beer. So it's
fucking
like
beer.
but you can't just go crashing down. You have to be very delicate with it. But they do it so skillfully and at a quick pace. It's like it's very impressive. It's very impressive.
Thank you for appreciating that, and shout out to my mentor, to a guy that's been in the business for 35 years, my shop steward, Tommy Carsage. Who changed the game of delivering beer, because if
awesome.
it wasn't for him, he's just changed the game in so many ways, where he is a diehard Teamster. He's third generation Teamster.
Oh,
He
wow.
just changed the way you deliver beer in so many ways, and he cares so much about the members. And with the backing of the greatest president of 701, Ron Lake, that we have, we're able to do this. We're able to change the game. And I'll back them 150%. I have their back no matter what. And if you don't have your shop steward's back, and you don't attend meetings, and you don't have your president's back, and the executive board, you're going to be a weak local. And that's
Very true.
exactly what we don't have. We, as a company and as a membership, we are able to do these basement stops. And we are able to do these slippery steps because we know if it's unsafe, we have a shop steward that is going to take care of these problems. And they do so much for us, and people don't realize if you don't have a union, you're on your own. You're literally on your own.
Yeah.
And that's a hard way to do your job. It really is. It's terrible. And I feel bad for people that don't have the backing that they deserve. Because I do. And my company and my members do. From the support that we have.
I completely
So
agree with that.
I got a couple questions, and I'm not sure, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I just had a couple questions about your local. Maybe you can answer them, maybe you can. It's okay if you can't. But so how many members do you guys have in 701?
Well, we have over 3,400 members.
Okay.
And we have a bunch of different trades.
That was my next question. What do you guys cover?
We have the beverage, we have freight, we have public sector, we have many different jobs.
Okay.
We have garbage, we have many different jobs. But my focus is the beverage. And my president and his executive board, my president is Ron Lake. He is amazing. I mean, I attend every general membership meeting that we have. I go above and beyond. If they ask me to go paint yellow lines in the back of the building, I will paint yellow lines. We do the turkey drive every year. We do the parade. I mean, we link up with the joint council. We have 14 different locals in our joint council. We all work together to become as a whole in New Jersey.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But every job's different. Nobody understands the different jobs and the things that go with the different jobs. It's hard. Like, my brother's a union member, and he thinks I just drive around a truck and just stop at liquor stores. and I think he just looks at his guys digging holes in the ground looking for water to pop up. So, you know what I mean? Like, he goes, "Oh, you just drive around, you sit in the air." Yeah, I just sit in the air conditioning. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you drive around in an air conditioned truck." That's
Well,
not the case.
I mean, to be honest, that's, I was a UPS driver for quite a long time. Same with George, 20 plus years. And everyone always thinks that, oh, you just drive around a truck and drop off boxes. I'm like, you fucking get in the truck. You fucking try to do that shit,
Drive around
dude.
a truck, yeah. I'm driving. First of all, I drive a trailer, all right?
Yeah.
So, picture where a Honda Civic can barely go. I'm alley docking a trailer in that spot. And then you get the customer going, "Are you going to be a while?" Well, who told you to squeeze into that spot, sweetheart? And then you got to get back in the truck, and then you got to move it and continue the delivery. You're married to your hand truck. When you deliver beer, you are married to your hand truck. Your hand truck is your girlfriend. She's your wife. She's your best friend. Because that's all you know is your hand truck. Because that hand truck is the key to your delivery. And if you don't have that hand truck, you're pretty much up shit's creek without a paddle.
Get that.
Yep.
I mean, the kegs are 170 pounds, right? We do 2 on a hand truck. We go down steps with
2
them.
kegs on a hand
You know
truck.
what I mean?
170
We go to
pounds.
liquor stores.
340 pounds.
This guy's doing lottery, and you know what? Customer service has a lot to do with it too. It's not just delivering the beer, and that's what my company we had to educate on. It's not just you just go to a stop and deliver the beer. That's not the case. You are the backbone of the company, so you have to educate them on being nice to them. You know, you have to bite your tongue.
Building
and
relationships.
You gotta be careful because you can't just go in a store and lose your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pointing at
I've
this,
seen it,
he's
but yeah, you
pointing at
can't do that.
And he's telling you to put it over here, and he's telling you to hold on a minute. You might have to be like, okay, you know? I mean, you can't just tell a customer when you're a UPS driver when we get to the door, don't leave my package there. You can't tell them to fuck off.
I've seen that too.
Tell them to fuck off. You can't tell them to fuck off. But you can leave, go back to your truck and say fuck off. Right?
No, it's all about building those relationships and building that or having that customer service. It's a big part of it for sure.
Yeah.
My shop steward taught me the best. Shout out again, Tommy Carthage. He said, pick your battles and pick your poison.
Very true.
Very true, yeah.
And picking your battles and picking your poison. If you know it's 150% wrong and it violates your contract in any way, then you make the phone call.
Yes, sir.
Because if you're preventing another member from getting hurt, then you pick that battle. But if it's something stupid where you feel like you don't need to rotate this and he's having a bad day or he's doing the lottery machine and he should be taking delivery and you're in a rush, that's not acceptable. You kind of got to be patient. You're a Teamster. You got to represent. We're not just some scallywags that are going to come in or some scams and we're just going to drop it and we're going to leave.
No, we got
Without
you.
an attitude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Nick, we wanted to thank you for jumping on real quick and shout out to Local 701. Out in Jersey. It's always nice connecting with Teamster brothers and sisters. So we appreciate you for jumping on. Hopefully you guys out there in Jersey are watching the show. We're all the way out here in SoCal, and it's just awesome seeing, the involvement from across the country.
Yeah.
Listen, I appreciate you guys reaching out. I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate your show, and I appreciate you showing the country what different jobs do. Because, like I said, I don't know what you do. You don't know what I do.
Yeah.
Very
But
true.
we all represent the Teamsters, and let's show them how strong we really are. And let's get these Amazon drivers. Let's get them.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Let's get him.
Let's get them. Let's get these people that don't know what we are about. Let's just follow a contract and make dreams come true.
That's right, brother. Well, again, we appreciate you. Thank you for jumping on. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on dripping on, baby.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Nick. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate this, man.
Let's go, baby. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. And anything you need from Local 701, we got you.
Awesome, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Awesome.
All right.
I'll
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you too.
You
I'll
too.
reach out to you later.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Bye.
Well, that was cool.
That was really cool.
Shout out again to Local 701 out there in Jersey.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are watching. We love the involvement.
Yeah.
what we're all
Hopefully they'll let me use some of those clips. I could put them up when they're like No bullshit. When they are going down those steps, it's fucking wild.
Is it?
Yeah, it's some of them
I know,
are
when,
crazy.
when he said basement, I'm like, the fuck? Oh my god, I forgot out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, no, I mean out,
Yeah.
out there on
Yeah,
the
they
East
got
Coast,
basements.
that's
We
a
don't have
thing.
basements.
They have basements and shit.
You know, I
down
would
there.
love basements. I think basements are cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool as fuck. We just don't have them in Cali.
Yeah, it's not a California thing
No.
at all.
No.
You know, we have backyard shows for like the punk rock scene over there. They have basement shows, and
Really?
like, from what I heard, that shit cracks when you're over there in
Yeah,
Jersey and the
that's
East
cool
Coast and
as
stuff.
fuck. Yeah.
All those shows down there and stuff. I'm just trying to figure out how the hell you're gonna cram in like 300 people in there. I mean,
Yeah, you can make it work.
I was at a casino, I was standing by the door, and a security guard came over and said, "You're gonna have to move. You're blocking the fire exit." As though if there was a fire, I wasn't gonna run.
Can make it work.
Be tight. It's gonna be hard to get to the keg.
If you're flammable and have legs, you are never blocking a fire exit.
I almost wanted to ask him. I was like, fuck, we could do the Teamster to Teamster. Fucking, I was gonna ask him what beers does he have. I was like, can you ship it out here UPS? I mean, I know it's illegal to ship beer, but I mean, just say it's
do it.
say it's olive oil, you know, but give it to a UPSer who's a Teamster to deliver
Yeah.
to a Teamster me. I put up one of my beers in there to a Teamster, delivered by a
That would be
Teamster.
kinda cool.
Just
Well,
hand it
everyone
off like a
keeps-
chain.
Get some
I've,
good
I've,
beer.
I've done that. I've done my fair share of that before. Like to getting into a competition in Arizona. Like I had a, I went in there and I didn't want to take the bottles in there, but I was asking the lady and stuff like, "Hey, how do I ship this?" And she's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's olive oil. It's homemade olive oil." I made some bullshit up, and she said, "Oh, I got you." Just she gave me the boxes, the wrapping paper, and everything. When I went in, like I had it wrapped up like nice and tight. She kept looking at it. And she's like, she knew it wasn't olive oil.
She's like, that's an odd shaped bottle for olive oil.
Okay, she packed it and made sure. It
I
was
think
extra
these
safe.
three are falling off the truck right now. Keep a little supply for herself.
Do you just call the beer olive oil?
Yeah, that's all you gotta say. Make it
No,
legal.
it's olive oil. I
Damn, that's
swear.
good. The label just says olive oil on it.
Sure, I brewed this beer. It's called olive oil.
No, we did that shit the other day too. You guys were telling them like with the Amazon drivers, like, why don't you offer them a beer? When me and Josh were brewing these beers, the UPS guy came up and an Amazon driver came up, and both times like they were watching what we were doing. And we're like, "What do you
Really?
want?" We have a couple ready. They're like, "Dude, I don't want to lose my job." And they left. I was like, "Fuck." I told the UPS driver, just hide it, dude. Just have it at the end of your thing, at the end of your shift. He said,
Yeah,
"Huh."
Well, you can accept
You can accept that.
you can accept that as long as you don't drink it on the job.
I mean, technically. Where do you live, anyways?
I live right here in Whittier.
Okay, so it's probably somebody out of Cerritos.
But this one was at Josh's house where we brew at, which is in Riverside. So
Oh,
that one, yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So what's the next on the agenda, George?
Okay, so just I wanted to go over some history on how
Teamster history.
how brewing and Teamsters got involved. So the National Union of United Brewery Workmen, apparently they went through several different name changes, like within, I think it was like something like 50 years. And that basically was entirely Germans from 1886 to 1903.
Entirely Germans?
Yeah, it was almost entirely Germans when they started the brewery, the Brewery Workmen. It says here the union's convention and publications were all in German. The union affiliated with the American Federation of Labor in 1887. The brewery workers were given a very wide jurisdictional charter by the AFL, making it one of the first industrial unions in the U.S. So it is one of the earliest ones. I mean, 1887. It's a long fucking time ago, right? And so it says here that they went through several name changes. International Union of United Brewery Workmen of America, International Union of United Brewery and Soft Drink Workers of America, International Union of Brewery Flour, Cereal, and Soft Drink Workers of America. So they went through.
So
they just kept adding crafts to
they
it.
picked up more work.
Yeah, but instead of just changing the name, they just kept adding the crafts.
And when did they affiliate with Teamsters?
So they affiliated with the Teamsters in 1973. The brewery workers voted to merge with Teamsters, and October 19th were expelled from the AFL-CIO, which is
American Federation of Labor.
the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industrial Organizations. It says here that they started with Local 9, which is in Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee's Local 9, the largest in the union, objected to the merger.
Oh, no, they
They objected to the merger.
Milwaukee,
Yeah, as
Budweiser.
yeah.
Coors.
And so did 26 other locals. I guess they didn't really want them in there. But the remainder of the union became the brewery of the Soft Drink Workers Conference Teamsters Union. The union publication was a brewery worker and was published from 1886 to 1973.
I know
It doesn't say anything else other than that. They just joined in 1973, and those 26 unions or 27 unions
became one.
Basically were like,
Split.
yeah, interesting.
Then Anheuser-Busch just got their contract right back in March. I know.
so, yeah.
I know Sean
Yeah.
O'Brien was fighting on that one too, and I was looking at their contract right now too. They actually got a lot of good shit. I mean, what is
Did
it? Yeah, $4 up front. It's an $8 increase.
That's a nice increase.
Yeah, so it's $4 up front, then $1 for like the each year after that. Their health, their benefits, health and welfare, all that they got better and stuff. So I might actually be looking at Anheuser-Busch jobs.
Nice.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for another beer.
Sam, I'm
Which
ready
one
for
you guys
another
want to
beer.
hit, FS or the raspberry?
Raspberry, son.
Raspberry.
All right, let's do
Raspberry.
So this is raspberry?
This is the raspberry.
It's funny. The blueberry was red, and the raspberry is
You think this one would be the blueberry one?
This
Yellow.
this kind of looks like cider. Crazy enough, right? It's so dark.
And this
I
one,
like it.
And this one was like a little different. We did the raspberry a little different because like typically when I've hit raspberry, I do like frozen raspberries in there, so it would have been more red, more tart. But we went with it was a new, I can't remember the brand off the top of my head, but it's a puree. They just came out with it and stuff for brewers. So we wanted to try it. We threw two buckets in there. So I mean, I think it actually came out fucking like on point.
So you use
Smells really
You
good.
use the puree of raspberries instead of like whole raspberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
We changed it on this one.
again
That one.
kind of
I like it.
crisp,
Crisp.
real crisp.
Yeah, we went with a light wheat ale, so it's not heavy. Mm-hmm. And then we just wanted to get the fruit more front forward. And then, like I said, with the honey, that was just supposed to like make it a little bit more sweeter. Which, I mean, yeah, it is sweeter. But I really wanted that vanilla notes to come out in there.
Yeah, I can taste it.
Yeah. This is cool.
Really taking that hangover away right now.
Working on it. Yeah, definitely.
I'm working on that hangover for tomorrow.
Those are the worst. Work
Monday ones, yeah.
work hangovers. Oof.
That's when everyone like used to talk
That's why
shit.
they invented greasy foods.
That helps hangovers.
Oh, all the time.
Oh shit! I don't drink soda, but when I'm like extremely hungover, I just pop one soda real
Oh,
quick. Yeah.
carbonated drinks definitely help.
Oh, yeah.
So greasy foods, carbonated drinks, soup type things. That's why I like pozole, menudo, pho.
Oh, yes.
Like pho is like one of my favorites too.
Pozole and menudo when you're
Well, you can also go with the
Fucking
other old
cruel.
saying, you can't get hungover if you don't stop drinking. You know.
it is
That's
very
a
true.
very true statement.
But I
there.
believe that's called an alcoholic. I
And then-
never get hungover.
Never hungover. I don't know
Yeah,
what that
then,
is.
then everyone that talks shit because working night shift and everything, everyone says like, oh well, like you're okay on a Monday morning because you'll sweat it off, you'll be all right by the time you go to work at 5 p.m. Fuck no, that's when it hits. That's when the hangover is like the worst at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ugh.
Trying to go in there, it's still a little hot in the warehouse. You're just trying to sweat it out still.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
That is
Fucking
the
hate
worst.
working hangovers. Be all fucking dizzy and like, oh, dude, what am I doing? I'm never drinking again.
Until after work, and you're like, I could use a cold one. I earned it today.
Stuck it out.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, this beer is pretty good. I like both of them. Were really light, crisp beers. A lot of flavor.
Would you be surprised if I told you that the alcohol percentage is around like 7 to 8%?
What
Shut
the
the
fuck?
fuck
No
up.
way.
Yeah, this
Really?
is the raspberry one, we clocked it in at 7.5. The blueberry one was 7.2, I believe.
That's wild,
Yeah.
really.
Pretty fucking good.
Dude, that's high alcohol content, and this tastes great.
Oh, thank you.
Really
Like,
does.
you can't, it doesn't taste like a high alcohol
Some of these ones, yeah, like I like the sneaky ones I make, like my coffee one that I've made. That one came out to like 8.5%. It was a cream ale, and all it just tastes is like a cup of coffee. That one's your breakfast beer right there. You wake up to that one, a cup of coffee in the
Really
morning.
underestimating the sneakiness here.
You kind of just snuck up on me there, man.
I fear you're underestimating the sneakiness, sir.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah, right. You're like,
This is going to creep up on us real quick.
and what the FS was 8.2 or something?
That one was like 8.5, yeah.
That's
And
really
that-
going to fuck
that-
your shit up.
Yeah, that one. That one just depends on how much pineapple we threw in. I believe we did. I think we settled on 5 pounds again. So, get more subtle, and then the heat just kicks in, just perfect again. That one, yeah. I was waiting for the label because I bought a shadow box. So when you once you get the label done, I'm gonna get the label in the back.
I'm going to get you some images so you can pick one out.
Oh yeah. And then that one, so I could put it in the back of the shadow box, and then put the metal in there. So
Nice.
commemorate
That'd be cool.
commemorate
That'd be
Sabas.
pretty cool, see.
Fuck Sabas. The award-winning beer.
What do you think, Sabas?
Is it good?
Oh, yeah, answer later.
Fuck you.
Fuck you and your bullshit opinion.
What happened to him anyways?
You know what?
He just
call
he had
It's football season
yeah,
for
well,
his
kids.
kid.
So-
He's just busy all weekend.
Yeah.
Saturdays might help.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh shit.
What's cracking?
I got you live.
Again?
I got you live on the
Again?
podcast.
Again?
We're opening up a bottle of Fuck Sawas beer.
Ah,
The second batch.
oh, that's great.
Or I should say FS beer.
Hashtag
Well,
FS.
I'm gonna have to start collecting.
He wants royalties. Sawas
Damn,
wants
that's some
royalties.
ballsy shit. He's not even here, and he's trying to collect royalties on this.
That's why when
I'm
Sabas is
gonna
around-
have to bring you a bottle of your namesake beer.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
when Sabas is around, it's fruit and spice beer. But when Sabas ain't around, it's the Fuck Sabas.
You're on the
beer.
freeway going to the game?
To see the game now.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, you're already on the freeway to Riverside?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you would still be at
No,
Julian's.
Julian's game was, it was over and we're on our way. But
Was it good? Did they win?
maybe if you guys don't drink them all, I'll have one next time I'm there.
All right, for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely not
All right,
drinking
guys.
all.
All right. We'll see you later, Sabas.
Goodbye.
Like,
He's like, if you guys don't drink them all those 8% beers in there?
It'll be a mission, but it's doable.
it is doable.
I'll definitely get the hangover I want for tomorrow. so.
And I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is nice.
No, but I really like how we were talking about that earlier, like
You okay?
Yeah, just a little burp.
Oh, okay.
how he was saying, like I love the fact that he was like he's really into his craft and promoting his brewery, like the that he works for, that he delivers for and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I like totally agree on that whole thing. It's like I don't understand how some of these breweries that did come up and stuff, but. And there's some that went out of business. Like one of them was Intergalactic. I mean, I think I've talked to you
You've
about
mentioned,
that.
you've mentioned that before,
Them
yeah.
so unfortunate they went out of business, and they had amazing beers. Just they didn't have the exposure, and unfortunately they went
So
basic.
that's a big part of it is marketing is so big. Because if your beer can be the best brew, but if you don't market it right, no one's ever going to try it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to obviously make more, and you can't grow. So marketing is such a big fucking factor.
Because I know beers that aren't that great, but people just buy them.
People buy them just because the marketing is good. There's
Like,
tons
it
of that.
gets me fucked up. I don't know.
No, what was that? That
It all
one,
does the same thing, man. Fuck.
but I wanted to taste good while it's doing this. But
Yeah,
It's
for real.
definitely.
But this is solid, dude. I'm
Thank you.
I
That
fucking-
was, it
I
was
dig
like
this. I
what
dig
was
this.
it? Stone Brewery. They sued Keystone because for a while they were marketing their light beer as small key, big old stone on the side.
Oh,
And-
really? What?
Yeah, and I had people like even my old man said like, well, people are gonna know the difference. I'm like, man, if you walk in, like, say you're fucked up and you're like, oh, I need one more beer, and you walk down the store trying to get a 6-pack, and you're buzzing, and all you see is stone. Aren't you just gonna grab it thinking like, hey,
Thinking
I'm,
it's It's Keystone.
Yeah, no, thinking it's Stone Brewery.
Oh, Stone Brewery.
Yeah,
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
but you're really just picking up some shitty ass Keystone beer and stuff, and then you get home, you're gonna be pissed off. So, I mean, luckily they did actually win that lawsuit. Now, Keystone had to go back to marketing it as Keystone, not Keystone.
Yeah, I drank the shit out of some Keystone when I was in high school.
I did.
That is a
I
bicycle
drank
beer.
out of Keystone a lot, even into my 30s.
I think it was
I think
$6.99.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, it was $6.99 12-pack. They were also brewed by the brewers that did Coors.
Yeah.
So flavor profile was pretty similar. And then they did this promotional thing, which really sold us on it. They did a can hunt, which is solely their colors are blue, right? But the specialty can would be orange.
Okay.
And it's just for you and the boys while you're drinking. Like you just buy like a 30 block or whatever, and you're just basically hunting for an orange can. And on the inside of the box, they would have like these like you know how when you go like trophy hunting, right? So the 30 block I think was a deer on the inside, so it had like the placard, and then it had the antlers you could put on the beer, and you could put placement.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit. Okay.
I had all of them. Like we did it for all of them. So we got the orange can for the deer. Then they had a bass. And then they had, I think it was a hawk for like the smallest.
Oh shit.
It was just fun. So it's like you just buy a box, hope for the best, and just drink a bunch of beers with the boys. You get your can, you earned your shit, mount it on the wall.
All right, I hear that.
If I find a picture of it, I'll bring it. But we had all of them.
Well, I mean, there's like some beers that are good that are actually like I would say mainstream. Like I mean, there was like an article I read last year. It was like the top 10, commercial beers that are the best even for like microbrewers.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have like the top 2 were actually my top 2 that I actually drink. Not daily. I wouldn't say I'm not an alcoholic, but like, it's my beer of choice. Like on the weekend, if I'm not drinking craft, it would be Coors Banquet.
I love Coors Banquet.
Coors,
Banquet beer,
dude. The Banquet beer that's a solid beer.
Oh yeah.
The flavor profile is fucking insane.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like that one, like how you said, a 30 block. Like how cheap it is. That one is like what I think a 36 pack for like $20, $22.
Yeah, it's like $22, I think.
Yeah, and you get them nice and cold. Like my brother, he's like a Modelo guy. Like he'd always tell me like, Modelo's a shit. But then I popped in, I had him go get a pack of Banquet, nice and cold. He fucking popped it out. He goes, dude. He goes, why the fuck is this better than Modelo? I'm like, because Modelo sucks, bro. Yeah.
Modelo's good. It's good, but it's not the best Mexican beer.
Yeah.
There's better.
It's not. I do drink a lot of it though.
It's just for one, the marketing's big for Modelo. It's huge everywhere. There's access to it everywhere. Every place that has just beer will carry it.
Yeah.
Then
the other one was Pabst Blue Ribbon. Yeah, that was number 1, number 2.
Drink a lot of Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh yeah, that's a punk rock beer right there.
Dude, I love PBRs.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one.
You can't go wrong with that's a solid American beer, fucking red, white, and blue right there.
Hell yeah! Well, one of my friends, old.
You ever play cards with it?
No. The caps. Hell yeah!
Yeah. So when you this is I do this all the time with David. We buy a 12-pack or the bottles, and when you open the cap, underneath the cap it has playing cards, right? So we'll sit there and we'll play Texas Hold'em with it all night.
How many did you guys drink that you guys had enough for?
We usually go through like 36 sometimes.
I know. They're like,
we get shit faced, so we usually go through
you have
like
a whole
36.
hand?
Yeah. So the
You
first
get all the way to the river?
So the first 3 beers were like chugging to get the flop out.
Yeah.
And then we get our hand after that.
You're like, we fucking demolished 6 beers so we can get a flop. Wait, no, you would need more than that. That's 8 beers.
Yeah. It's fun,
Demolish
though.
8 beers so we can get the
It's
flop.
fun, though, dude. You're having fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, why not?
But that's why those things with like some silly shit is just that's good marketing. I mean, Mickey's kind of did the same thing with their little with the grenades.
High school, yeah.
With the grenades, right? Grenades. So when you fucking took the cap off, same thing. It had a riddle under the cap. So it had like 3 images that would make like a phrase or a word.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
And that was always fun to do.
That's high school beer like that. King Cobra. I was really into Cobra back in high school.
I could never do Cobra though.
Yeah,
never do
Ice.
Cobra.
Huh?
Done Bud Ice.
Oh, 211.
No. No.
Yeah.
Never.
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 No, I can never finish that. Then one time, one of my friends said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make a michi with the 211." Didn't tell me about it, but it was the best fucking michi I ever fucking had. To find out that it was still reserve in there, I was like, "Dude, this
Really?
is so gross, dude. So gross." But it was so good.
But it was good?
But it was so good. Yeah.
So you kind of ate your own words a little bit, huh?
I did.
You should have asked him, how much shit did you add to this to make it taste good? Right? He's fucking throwing the whole thing of like the mix in.
And then he just
soy
went like
sauce,
this with the 211.
sugar,
He's all,
chamoy, and there's a little bit of still reserve.
That's good. Oh, so gross, man. You're like, this shit tastes
He
delicious.
had it fucking blessed.
There's some holy water in there. Well, let's get to the FS beer, guys. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
We don't have too much longer.
I'm just glad I didn't get seriously hurt.
Yeah, could have been way worse.
Oh,
I broke my pinky doing that.
We've talked about it on the show.
I had a big ass box and it was like Christmas Eve. And I mean, I had a fucking full
The
truck.
shitty part about carrying boxes that way, because like you want to keep them here in your power zone, because it's the strongest point.
Yeah.
The problem is, it obscures your vision.
Yeah, you can't see.
Can't
you can't
see
see
shit.
down. You're like this, so I can't see what's
In front of
coming.
him.
And I had, a big ass, I think I had two boxes, like two fucking, and I'm like walking, and I tripped over one of those parking curbs. Oof. And fucking, I mean, ate shit. I tried to catch myself, and my fucking pinky snapped. And then, like, these guys are all, like, there's guys, a bunch of people outside, and they're like, oh, shit. Like,
People saw you.
oh, yeah.
Oh, that's even
embarrassing
worse.
as fuck, dude. I
I know.
Oh, my fucking finger.
I know one person saw me. It was the lady that was home. And she didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to her. I grabbed my dyad, walked in my truck. She came out, grabbed her package, went inside.
She was worried about getting sued.
She was like, hoping he doesn't say shit.
Homeowners insurance here we come.
Ignorance is bliss in that one. So she's
Dude, I ate it, and then I had to call and, call it in because my finger was all fucked up. And they're like, "You really? It's Christmas Eve. You can't keep going." And I'm like, "Fuck, I just broke my finger, dude. What the fuck do you want me to do?"
They seriously will ask you dumb questions like that.
Oh,
It's fucking wild.
Oh no, I believe it. When at CVS, it was during our last. I want to say it was before our last contract negotiation, but I know Patterson was going through theirs, and so when they were about to go on strike, so we had to pick up all the workload. So it was only one of the very few times I was doing 11, 12 hours at CVS, and I was doing the pick to pallet. And on one of my stops on one of the bays, I jumped off. I didn't realize that there was a board right there with the nail sticking out. Oh. Fucking shoe came out. I stepped right on it, went right through, went all the way to the bone. But but in that moment, I didn't feel it. I just looked down. I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" So I just like pulled it out, and I kept going. But then like my foot started throbbing. And I finally went to the restroom, took off my shoe. Fucking whole sock was like so
covered in blood.
Yeah. So then I was like, I had hit them up saying I wanted to go to the clinic. But their thing at the time was they were giving out bonuses for safety, and we were, I guess, right on the threshold. If we had one more accident, no one gets a $200 bonus. But if we stayed out right there for like a couple more days, everyone would get the bonus. So what they said was, go ahead and go to the clinic, but don't tell them that you need to get pulled off of work. We'll accommodate you. They don't accommodate anyone, but they were saying we'll accommodate you because we want everyone to get the bonus. So I said, fuck it, all right. So I went over there, told them I didn't need time off for work. I came back to work. And as soon as I got there, they said, all right, jump back on your machine, start going. I'm like, I thought you were going to accommodate me. Like, no, we need to get the work out. So I tried humping it for like another hour, couldn't fucking take it. So I said, you know what, fuck you guys. Like, sent me back to the clinic. They pulled me out for a couple of days. Came back that Monday after Thanksgiving, everyone's talking shit. Yeah, some fucking idiot had to jump off and get a nail in their foot. I was like, what?
Oh, you fucked up everybody's $200 bonus.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's like all they had to do was uphold their end of the bargain.
Yeah, I would have stayed quiet.
Yeah.
It's shit. Dude, management's so fucking shitty that way. You heard about that story about the guy in Huntington Center? The one guy that, this is like before cell phones, so you could only communicate through the dyad, right?
Uh-huh.
So he was out en route making deliveries, and his wife got into a car accident.
Uh-huh.
And dispatch decided they didn't want to let him. They didn't want to let him. Oh, taking a sip with him?
Cheers.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man.
My bad. Continue your story,
Hashtag.
George. I didn't want to interrupt your story. It's good.
It's fucking solid.
I will say, it is less kick.
A little less, huh?
A little less.
A little less.
It's good though.
It's a good beer, though.
So dispatch was like they didn't want to have to bring someone else from a different center, and they didn't want to deal with the hassle. So they didn't let him know that his wife was in the hospital, right? His wife was in the hospital from her accident. They let him work all fucking day. Turns out his wife died in the hospital. Like, he came in and he was notified that his wife had passed away in the hospital. He fucking walked right through the dispatch and fucking laid that fool out.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that
This
story.
is-
I don't know.
This is at UPS?
Yeah, this is at UPS.
Jesus.
I don't know if he continued to work for UPS after that. This is just a story I heard from other drivers there. So,
Never heard that story.
yeah.
That's nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, now some of the stories about dudes, like, coming in crazy makes a lot of sense. Like, dude,
Yeah. I mean,
it's fucking wild.
when your only goal is to just get out work product, I mean, like, you got to have a fucking heart. Shit.
Yeah. Well, back to the beer. The beer's really good.
The beer is really good. Little less kick, but I mean, it's still same nice profile.
Thank you.
I'm trying to think if I would prefer it more spicy or this. Because this, I definitely would like. Even the other one was like, you could drink it and the heat wouldn't increase.
Yeah.
So it would stay solid. This,
It's there, though. It's right
there's
in
a
the back.
little bit here. You can feel it at the back end. But I'm definitely getting a lot more pineapple now.
So the only difference with this one too was, so after I did the competition, the way we wanted to get the pineapple more flavor more out was they said to wait a week during the fermentation process and then throw in the pineapple. So then it's barely introduced. The yeast will still eat it up, but it won't cycle out the flavor. So we threw in the same amount of pineapple and everything, but we waited a week, and that was like the one thing where like kind of like shitting on, because it was, do we try to fix something that's not broken? But it was just because it was stuck in my head from that competition. Like, I lost number one because they said it wasn't enough pineapple. So I said, let's try it. So this is what we came out this time. The only thing, like I said, was maybe, I think I got into Josh's head and was telling him that was like he put too much habanero last time or something. And he put maybe, I think, one pepper less. So I think that's what it was. But now we know it's solidified now. Just keep it the same peppers. Maybe
I would say that it's, I mean, you probably would get more people
To
liking
drink
it,
this than
liking
the
this
preferred one.
than the other one, just because the other one did have a little more kick, not in a bad way,
Yeah.
not at all, but
Yeah.
it had a little more kick. And
If you're trying to
some
reach
people
a bigger group of people, this right here,
yeah,
this one.
this here,
definitely. Still
But-
think I need some lemon and tahini, just
that's the
I'm
round it off.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
telling
the
you,
that's the Mexican coming out
so
right now.
good. It's so good. I've done it. I did it with the last one. It was fucking delicious.
I just gonna have to stock that here now.
Yeah, I need to get some tahini.
Well, you guys have another case again, so I mean,
Appreciate you, bro.
whatever you guys want to do with it. And you guys
For sure,
do
we're
it.
definitely gonna go. I'm definitely gonna give you some images for the label so we can figure out which one you want to throw on there. Because I know the last one was that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9.5 juice.
I think I want to go a whole completely different direction, and
I was
see.
just thinking just because it's like for Sabas,
Gotta
fuck
do it in
Sabas.
Old English.
Yeah, like old English.
yeah, I was
like,
gonna say something old English, right?
give it like the if you can just spitballing out here. Well, you remember those old school ones from the little 25-cent machine, the homies?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the homies, little homies.
Make it look like Sabas a little bit.
It's funny you mentioned that. I wasn't thinking about doing that, but I was thinking about taking one of his images, one of the ones I absolutely love on the show, the hangry one. Where he's like hangry.
Yeah.
Taking that up.
He will be so pissed.
Take that.
By the way.
Take that image, and then I can edit it to where it's like kind of a little cartoony and sketchy, and then we could throw the hashtag fuck Sabas on top and like off to the left, so like the image will be here, and then lettering will be here, like pretty clean for a label.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome like that.
But I'll send you a few.
I'm with that.
That was like literally one of our first, and that was such a fun episode.
It really was. We had a good time.
He was so mad.
He was.
And then he ate, and then he's like, "I'm good now."
No joke. He was like, "All right, I'm good.
I'm good now."
I was like, "Oh shit." Salvos was hangry.
You get one of those. You get those pictures like that. Like the picture for when John calls me was the episode you guys tried this. Me or Gary weren't on here, but you guys had it here. And as soon as he took a sip, he was like, "Ooh, I like that." I was like, "Screenshot that." I'm like, "All right, that's your
dude." No bullshit. I would like to have the spicy one just for myself because I do like a spicy beer, and especially one that doesn't like
kill you
and keep compounding. You know, I know we talked about in the last one. I think the Sriracha one was, I think, by far the worst spicy beer I've had because it keeps compounding.
Oh,
but yeah, it gets intense.
Oh shit!
But the beer you made, I literally could go through like 3 bottles, and the spice level was high, but stayed there. It didn't keep compounding.
Yeah,
and I will say this was the best part, sleeper, dude.
And this
another sleeper, 8.5.
This is fucking crazy. This does not taste like it at all.
I came in here hungover today, and I'm leaving.
Not.
Like this is a solid drink.
What did Sabas call this? A get right?
A get right.
Oh, that's right. It's a get right.
It's a get right. And this is great. I think definitely if you want to get more people drinking this is the version. Because you got a little bit of that little spice. Anyone can handle that level. Perfect. Just a little bit right in the back. And you opened up so much with that new technique. You can definitely taste the pineapple in here.
Oh, yeah.
Like, way more.
And you know, I just kind of thought about this, but you guys out there in YouTube and Spotify world, if you guys are interested in trying the FS beer, we're willing to let you try it.
Send them some
No, we can't. We can't technically give away beer or anything like that.
We could send them olive oil.
If you're interested, we might get you some olive oil.
Or you can come
watch
on the show.
beginning of the show.
Or you can come on the show.
You can come on the show, hang out, have a beer with us. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
It is off the clock, so.
Yeah, we have a whole couch there. You can just chill and just drink the.
Watch, we're gonna get fucking a manager. He's gonna be like, "I really want to try that beer. I'm not union." one of the managers from CBS that watches.
Oh, fucking Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused. Been dazed and confused. I want to drink that brew.
Well, Alex, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. I mean, honestly, I couldn't say
this
enough.
is so good. It's hard. This is hard to put down.
Delicious fucking beer. Thank you for coming on again. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you guys out there for tuning in every week. Please continue to do so. We're trying to put out some good content for you guys.
We're going to be reaching out to a lot more locals, and we're probably going to do a few more phone calls like this.
Yeah.
So we're gonna contact you.
Yeah, if you're far away, don't think that you're excluded from being on the show.
Yeah, we're all Teamsters, and I think every craft, every local, every member should be heard at some point.
Even if you're from another local or another union.
Yeah.
Hit us up. Have a beer. We'll talk union stuff.
We'll talk union and labor movement.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks again, Alex.
God damn, this is good.
Please like, share, subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, OCST.952 or OCST952
on Instagram. Email us at ocst.000@gmail.com with all your questions, comments, concerns. And I think that's kind of it.
That's kind of it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.